morning, students. Today we are going to find the resolvent kernel for the Fredholm integral equations. Resolvent kernel. So how to find the resolvent kernel of a kernel for the Fredholm integral equation. Now to find the resolvent kernel, we will use the iterated kernels. So we know that the iterated kernels are are k1xt, the first iterated kernel k1xt is equals to kxt, and the successive iterated kernels knxt are given by integral a to b kxz into kn minus 1 zt dt. So with the help of these iterated kernels, we will find the resolvent kernel. So the resolvent kernel is rxt lambda, and this rxt lambda is summation m is equals to 1 to infinite lambda raised to m minus 1 into km xt. So with the help of these iterated kernels, we will find the resolvent kernel. So the processor of these type of the problems, we will use or we will solve a given problem. So the problem is, we have to find the resolvent kernel for the kernel, and the kernel kxt is e raised to x plus t. The kernel is e raised to x plus t. A is equals to 0 and b is equals to 1. So for this kernel and these limits, we have to find the resolvent kernel. Here the solution starts with we have to find first the iterated kernels. The first iterated kernel k1xt, this is equals to kxt, and kxt is given as e raised to x plus t. The first iterated kernel we find here is equals to e raised to x plus t. The second iterated kernel k2xt, we will find the second iterated kernel k2xt. This k2xt is equals to, if you put n is equals to 2 in equation first, then k2xt is equals to integral a to b, or the limits are 0 to 1. Limits are 0 to 1. So k2xt is kxz into k1zt dz rather. This is dz. So k2xt is equals to the second iterated kernel k2xt is equals to integral 0 to 1 kxz k1zt. Now if you put the values of kxz and k1zt, then we get the second iterated kernel as equals to integral 0 to 1 kxz is equals to e raised to z plus t, kxz e raised to x plus z into k1zt is equals to e raised to z plus t dz, and this is equals to e raised to x plus t integral 0 to 1 e raised to 2z e raised to 2z dz. Now if you integrate this one, then we get this is equals to e raised to x plus t into e raised to 2z upon 2, and the limits are from 0 to 1. Now if you put the limit, then we get it is e raised to x plus t into the limit, when we put z is equals to 1, then this is equals to upon 2 e raised to 2 minus 1. Now again if we find the third iterated kernel k3xt, then k3xt is equals to integral 0 to 1 kxz into k2 zt dz. Now if we put the values of kxz and k2 zt, then we get this is equals to integral 0 to 1 kxz is equals to e raised to x plus z, and k2 zt is equals to e raised to z plus t into e square minus 1 upon 2 dz, and this is equals to e square minus 1 upon 2 into e raised to x plus z integration 0 to 1 e raised to 2z dz. Now if we integrate, then we get it is equals to e square minus 1 upon 2 e raised to x plus t. This is so e raised to x plus t e raised to 2z upon 2, and the limits are from 0 to 1. Now we put the limits, then we get it is equals to e square minus 1 upon 2 whole square into e raised to x plus t. So in this manner we find here the first iterated kernel, second iterated kernel, and third iterated kernel. So with the help of these iterated kernels we find the mth iterated kernels. So similarly the mth iterated kernel kmxt, this is equals to e raised to 2 minus 1 upon 2 raised to m minus 1 into e raised to x plus t. This is the mth iterated kernel. Now with the help of this iterated kernel we find the resolvent kernel, and the resolvent kernel is rxt lambda, and this rxt lambda is equals to summation n is equals to 1 to infinite lambda raised to m minus 1 km xt. If we put the value of km xt, then this is summation n is equals to 1 to infinite lambda raised to m minus 1 km xt is e square minus 1 upon 2 raised to m minus 1 into e raised to x plus t. If we solve this one, then we get this is equals to e raised to x plus t summation n is equals to 1 to infinite e square minus 1 into lambda upon 2 whole raised to m minus 1. Now if we sum this one from m is equals to 1 to infinite, we get e raised to x plus 1 x plus t. This is 1 plus lambda into e square minus 1 upon 2 plus lambda square into e square minus 1 upon 2 whole square, and so on. This is an infinite series, and if we sum this series, then we get this is equals to e raised to x plus t into 1 upon 1 minus lambda into e square minus 1 upon 2, provided that lambda into e square minus 1 upon 2 is less than 1, or this is equals to 2 upon 2 minus lambda into e square minus 1 into e raised to x plus t. This is rx t lambda. So in this manner we can find the resolvent kernel rxt lambda is equals to 2 upon 2 minus lambda e square minus 1 into e raised to x plus t. So with the help of the given kernel we can find the resolvent kernel for the Fredholm integral equation. Thank you very much.